already has product market fit and profit and customers and all these things that you don't have when you start a business from scratch. So walk us through how you found that first one. So it sounds like you got connected with the brokers, the brokerage sites. Did you buy through a broker, and in what can you, I don't know if you can talk too much about that business, but is it a content site, a SaaS play, or is it e-commerce business? What type of business did you buy?
Yeah, so the first business I bought, I actually signed up with all the brokers. I started getting deal flow. I was looking every day. I was very disciplined. And then the first business I bought, I actually found on Flippa, which I don't know, like, how do you explain Flippa's like the eBay of buying and selling businesses. That's how I describe it to people, right? It's kind of
or the Craigslist almost.
yeah. So which is crazy, which looking back now, it's kind of crazy because so many people warn you about fraud on there and like the, all the ways that it could go wrong. But that's where I found the first business, and it's in the crafting niche. And the reason I did it is because I had just been at one of these entrepreneurship conferences before that. And I went to a session where a guy, like a 30-year-old, white guy from America was talking about how he was running a knitting company and a knitting business. And he was talking about all the growth hacking he did on it and how he grew this business from, X to Y. And just his whole pitch was around like, look, I'm this 30-year-old dude who's never knitted in my life. But I picked a good company and a good market with a good target customer base that I know how to reach. And this is how I grew this business. And so I when I saw this business come through on Flippa, and it was in the crafting niche, and it was a target market that I knew how to reach, and I thought, this is great. And it was at a good price point where it was small-ish. It was very small-ish. I mean, this was not a 6-figure deal, and I thought it was a good way to get in and see if I could grow it.
I love that. So kind of a couple things to unpack there, which is really fascinating. One is when you're surrounding yourself with people at conferences or just kind of expanding your learning, you're able to then see, hey, other opportunities. I don't have to be super passionate or know a ton about an industry to be successful in it. Now, were you into crafting before you acquired this business at all?
No. My hobbies are running online businesses and my child.
That's awesome. That's actually what I tell people too. I'm like, well, I'm not really that passionate about this idea, but I am passionate about business and the process, and offering an awesome customer experience and that sort of thing. And I think that's a kind of a mistake. A lot of people, when they look for a business, they say, well, I don't know anything about crafting or knitting or sewing or something. And you don't necessarily need to know that stuff, but you need to know how to operate the business and how to hire the right content people and kind of act as the manager over this business. How did you go about
reach your customers? I would say my target market in this space is like my mother. Like, that's my persona, and I know how to reach her. I know where to target her. I know that she's on Facebook day and night, and so I knew Facebook ads would work for this business. So that's kind of.
And was this business doing Facebook ads before you took over?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. I love that you knew who the customer was, even though it wasn't yourself.